So this is the string acceptance example for the LR0 parser. So let me just erase this complete answer. This is the complete answer for the string. So, and the string that we have is, it's also I'll erase. The string that we have is A, B, B, and we'll have to check if this is accepted into the grammar. But we're not going to check by doing some derivations. We are going to check it by the parsing or by the parsing table. So this is the string. We're going to use the stack data structure. And this stack data structure, the first level, state 0 is pushed into the stack. And right now we are at string A. So this string A will also be pushed into the stack. Then what will happen is that we will check what happens to string A when it is at state 0. So when it is at state 0, the string A is converted to we have to do shift 3. So what we'll do in shift 3 is that first we'll have to push the state level 3, and we are going to move our pointer to the next string. So now we'll also, and this next string will also be pushed into the stack. Now we'll check that what happens to A when it is at level 3. So once I will check the recording is being, yeah. So what happens to string A when it is at level 3? So it is, we will do one more shift. So shift, first we'll have to put the state and then we'll put the string. But before porting the string, we are going to move to the next pointer, and this next pointer will have B, so B is into the stack. So now we will check that what happens to B when it is at state 3. So when B is at state 3, so we'll do shift 4. So first 4 will be pushed into the stack. We will move the pointer, and this string, this character B is also pushed into the stack. So let me just draw the tree that will be formed. So A, B, and B, and this is the dollar sign. Is it in the full screen? Yeah, this is the dollar sign. So now we will check that what happens to B when it is at state 4. So on state 4, it is B is there. So B is at this place. State 4, so reduction 3. So reduction 3 is that production rule 3 is going to be applied. And when it is, and on what string it is applied. So this pointer is right now pointing at B. So the previous character is going to be applied on. So it will be applied to A, it will be applied to B, this B, and this will be converted to A. This production rule also has to be pushed into the stack. Before inserting this production, before pushing this production rule, we'll have to check the production rule, which is A to B. The length is 1. We'll have to pop how many elements? We'll have to pop 2 into 1, which is the length of this production rule. We will have to pop 2 elements from the top of the stack. So first B will be popped. Let's pop B, and then 4 will be popped. Let's pop 4. So, and production rule will also be pushed into the stack. Yeah, so my bad. One thing I missed is this for B will not be added, as you will have to check. So yeah, just don't get confused on that part. What I did by mistake is that this is going to be pushed into the stack, but we'll check that if it is doing a reduction. So it is actually doing a reduction. We check that we have to pop 2 elements, so we'll pop 2 elements. 4 will be popped and B will be popped. The production rule A will be inserted into the stack, pushed into the stack. Now we'll check that what will happen to A when it is at state 3. So we'll go there, we'll check is there the state 3 and A, so it will be at 6. So we'll put 6 into the stack. Right now our pointer is pointing at B. Now we will check that what happens to B when it is at state 6. So when B is at state 6, so this production rule is applied. Production rule 2. So let's see what is production rule 2. Production rule 2 is this. This is the production rule 2. A and capital A. So let's change the string. So what it is saying that we have A is derived from A and capital A. So this is one A, capital A. So A is derived from these two. A is here, right? This is a derivation. And so this derivation had two this derivation was of two lengths, so we have to pop two into two four elements from the stack. Let's pop them. So this will be popped, this and this and this, and the production rule A will also be put in the stack. So we'll check that on 3 what happens to production rule A. So we had checked earlier, so this is going to take it to 6. Now we'll check what will happen to 6 when it is now what will happen on 6. So B is at currently at 6. So when B is at currently at 6, then reduction rule 2 will be applied. So reduction rule 2 is this. So we are again going to change the string, and how are we going to change this string? So A will be here, this and this, right? Once we do that, we will again have to pop 4 elements from the stack. This, this have been popped, and the production rule A has also been pushed into the stack. So we'll check what will happen on state 0 to A. State 0 on A goes to state 2, right? So we'll push state 2 into the stack. As always, on the top of the stack there is state. So state 2 has been pushed. So we'll check that on B what happens. What happens to B character on state 2, as current state is 2. So on current state 2, B is changed. B is 4. 4 is there. So first, before doing that, we'll have to insert B. We'll have to push B, and then that's state 4, and we'll have to move the pointer to the next character. So next character that is being pointed is the dollar sign. So once we have done that, we will also check what happens to the dollar sign when it is at state 4. So this is a dollar sign, and this is the state 4. So reduction rule 3 has been applied, will be applied, which is A to B. So right now the dollar sign, so right now the pointer which is pointing at is this dollar sign. We'll have to apply that production rule on the previous character. This is the previous character. What will happen to this? It will be converted to A, right? So this is the production rule, right? And once that has been pushed, we will have to first pop 2 elements. This and this will be popped, and A will be inserted. As you know, the top of the stack always has a state. So we will check what happens to A when it is at level 2 or state 2. So when it is at state 2, A goes to the fifth state. So let's go to the fifth state. So we'll write the fifth state. This we have written the fifth state, right? So now we will check what is the current string. The current string is being pointed to the dollar sign. So on on level on this level, sorry, this, right? This is the level state 5. So what will happen to the dollar sign when it is at state 5? Reduction rule 1 will be applied. So this is the production rule. A is converted to S. So we do have these two A's. These two A's, let me just deliberately put this A here. This will be converted to this, right? And once we have done that, we'll have to put the production rule. And one more thing, A and A have been put, so we'll have to pop 4 elements from the stack. Let's pop them. This will be popped, and this will be popped, and the production rule S will be pushed into the stack, right? We will check what happens on production rule S. So the elements that we have right now, so when these elements are popped, so basically what we have remaining is 0 and S, right? These all elements have been popped, so 0 and S is there. So we'll check that what happens to S when it is at 0. So S is there, right? It goes to state 1. So this will be gone to state 1. As always, remember that on the top of the stack there is always a state. One is pushed into the stack, and we will check that string dollar sign. What happens to the dollar sign when it is at state 1? So what it says is that you have to simply accept the string. This string is accepted by the grammar, and this is the top of stack that is remaining. So the remaining top of stack is basically this. We have 0, we have S, we have 1. So and this string is accepted. Thank you.